Well, we're glad you guys are back. It looks like we got everything figured out. We apologize for all of that. Vilonia's Wi-Fi was not been the best, and so we've been trying to figure that out. We do appreciate one of our parents has really saved us here tonight to get this broadcast to you. 23-13 right now. Our Lady Panthers won the first set here in the JV matchup. Again, we do apologize for the inconvenience, but our Lady Panthers are 1 point away from winning here in the JV matchup. Ashlyn Newton getting set to serve here to finish it. And she gets the signal from the ref. Here she goes. Nice serve. That's how it's going to end. 25-13. Our Lady Panthers win it. Great play there from Ashlyn Newton on the serve and the ace. And that's how it ends. It seemed really quick for us, Talon. Seemed very, very quick. We finally got things figured out, and just before you know it, the game's over.
Yeah, you know, it seemed like we sat down and now it's over. Like there was no really in between, but yeah, the technical difficulties got the best of us with. Well, we got some help from a couple of different people. Zach Vanover over here helped us out a little bit.
He's a genius.
So
no question.
We're glad that we're finally live and actually working now.
Sure. I know you guys have probably been waiting and watching now. We're going to actually take it to break, get everything all gathered up, set up for tonight's matchup. So please stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here shortly on the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors. American Safeguard Insurance. Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier. Stage 2 Dance Center. Bleacher Bling. And Steak and Shake.
And we're back here inside of Vilonia's arena. Here tonight before this matchup. A couple things we want to highlight. A couple of players before tonight's game. Peyton Crum coming into this one. She's going to be one of our big highlights coming into this game. Number 19, she's one of the top outside hitters on the team. Been big. She's really good on the front line. She's just going to be a huge player for us to highlight in tonight's game against Vilonia. She was big last time they played them. We're expecting big things as well. A lot of fun ahead, like I said. A couple other things to look at. A couple of other players as well. We have Madison Fett as well. Trying to get everything set up. She's been really big on the back row and serving for our Lady Panthers. That's been a huge thing for us. Her stepping in on the back row, making a lot of plays. When she serves in bunches, Talon. That's been huge for us. A couple of things now to look at is the schedule, if I can get it set up here. Got 4 games left. Lady Panthers lost to Bryant on Monday night yesterday, 3-0. It was tough. I was there. It was not fun for anybody unless you're a Bryant Hornet fan. Playing on the road tonight at Vilonia. Home again on Thursday against Alma. And then the final 2 games of the of the conference season at Mountain Home on Tuesday, and then home in the season finale against Greenwood. Both of those games are huge in terms of conference outlook and the end of the season, and so those are huge coming up. So we hope you guys will join us for those broadcasts. We won't be on the road at Mountain Home, unfortunately, but Alma and Greenwood will be commentating. Mountain Home will be live broadcast as well. So please tune in for all 3 of the games upcoming. It'll be a lot of fun for that. Also, upcoming, we look at the standings. If I can pull it up here. Here we go. This is key, here in the 5A West. Greenwood's 10-0. They're the top team in the conference right now. Greenbrier's right behind them, chasing them at 9-1. And then Mountain Home, like I said, is 7-3. So the last 2 games of the season, you see on the schedule here. Or I guess you can't see it, but you saw earlier. Greenwood, their last game of the season, and then Mountain Home right before that. Those are the top 2 teams around Greenbrier in the standings, and so those are huge games upcoming. Obviously, Russellville's below them at 5-5, Van Buren 3-7, Siloam and Alma 3-7 and 2-8 consecutively, and then the Vilonia Eagles there at the bottom, 1-9.
JB, we look over that schedule that we have to finish out, and we look over the conference standings both. And we have you saying Mountain Home. We have Greenwood. Mountain Home is sitting at 3rd right behind us, and Greenwood's sitting at 1 ahead of us. These Lady Panthers still have a chance to go and win conference this season, as they have one more chance for Greenwood to travel the 2.5, 3-hour drive to Greenbrier.
Yeah.
And we get the home court advantage in that one. And I think that can be really big. So I know our Greenbrier Lady Panthers, they need everyone to show up for that one that can, and because they could win conference with that game.
Oh, absolutely. It's interesting to look at that. Our Lady Panthers have not lost at home this year. They have protected home court, as you would expect.
Mm-hmm.
They've lost a couple of games on the road. That's something that they're going to have to obviously fix heading into Mountain Home. That's their last road game, and obviously tonight. Postseason's on the road as well, up in Greenwood. Greenwood's the top team in the conference. If they were to meet up in the state tournament, that's something that they're going to have to really overcome, is winning on the road, taking care of the home court. And so they seem to have done that well. They're playing on the road again at Vilonia tonight. Can't overlook Vilonia. They had a scare, Lady Panthers did, against Siloam Springs a week ago, actually last Thursday, in a 3-2 matchup. Nobody, you can't look over anybody, Talon, and especially not Vilonia tonight. Their record is, they're obviously 1-9 in conference play. Doesn't look good. However, you just can't overlook them.
Yeah, absolutely. Every team in this conference is good as, and I believe last year the way that it works is the West will play the Central in the state playoffs, and if that's how it is again this year, last year we had a Prairie Grove team that was just magnificent, but they were 4th, I believe. No, they were the 3rd in their conference,
right,
and we were ranked number 2. So,
sure.
We're going to have a good matchup in the state playoffs is really kind of what I'm alluding to here. So no matter what is ahead for these Lady Panthers, it's a tough road.
Sure. As we look in a little bit later here, Coach Huff, again, this is her second year at the helm of Our Lady Panthers. She graduated from Harbor High School. She was a 4-year starter at Arkansas Tech. In 2016, she was a nominee for the NCAA Woman of the Year award, and then she also played professionally. I think that's her biggest milestone, is playing in the Euro Leagues at Hungary.
Yeah.
That's huge talent to coach, to be able to play like that at that level and be able to coach that and bring that here to Greenbrier.
Yeah, absolutely. Great hire, getting Coach Huff involved in this program and getting her to be the head coach here, and she's just brought so much experience for Our Lady Panthers.
We're excited to have her, no question, as we look here ahead to the matchup. Our Lady Panthers coming into this one are 10-3 after their loss against Bryant on Monday, 9-1 in conference play. Vilonia is not looking as good. They're 1-11 overall, 1-9 in conference play. Again, can't overlook them. Their lone win was against Alma, I do believe, who's also at the bottom. And so it's going to be a fun night, no doubt about that. We're expecting a lot of fun with that. Later in the broadcast, if you guys are joining us, please stay with us as we're going to interview, or excuse me, we're going to have
An interview.
yeah, well, I guess it is an interview. An ex Greenbrier, old Greenbrier player from last year.
Greenbrier alum,
you
last
go.
season, Haley Moss.
I'm struggling. We're going to call her later. She's going to call in, and we're going to talk to her a little later here in the broadcast. So please stay with us. We're just hoping that our internet is going to hold up until then. But like I said, we do hope that you stay with us for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll call her after the first set of this varsity matchup. Haley's going to call us, and we'll get to chat with her a little bit.
Be sure to tune in. You know, she's going to bring a little bit of her perspective on what it was like to have a coach who played professionally and how that may have helped her in college a little bit. And just be sure after the first set to tune in and listen to Greenbrier alum volleyball player Haley Moss. We're going to get an interview with her. I'm really excited about it.
Sure, it's going to be a lot of fun. We got lots more ahead. We're about 4 minutes away from the starting lineups in the national anthem. We're going to hit a break. Stay with us. Much, much more ahead.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panther Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats. Ricochet, Outdoors. Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon. Chef Lynn's. Greenbrier Pharmacy. Vision Roofing. The Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier. Stage 2 Dance Center. Bleacher Bling. And Steak and Shake.
Well, we're back here in Vilonia, getting about 20 seconds away from the starting lineups of National Anthem. We're excited that you're here with us tonight. It's going to be a fun night. We've seemingly got everything squared away as far as our internet connections go. We apologize. We were going to bring the JV matchup to you. Unfortunately, weren't able to do so. But we are glad that you're here for us tonight with this matchup. It's going to be a lot of fun. As the buzzer sounds, we are just about ready for some volleyball. But first, the lineups in the National Anthem. We're going to go ahead and take it down courtside. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Stay with us. Here we go. Well, I thought we were going to do national anthems. I don't think that's actually the case now. Looks like they're going to go ahead and start the game, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. So let's go ahead and get our starting lineups going. So on the front line, we have Alex Newland, number 15 there on the bottom right. Alex Newland there on the front line. With her as well as Zoe Lee to her left on the front line. And I believe Marley Vanover is right beside her on the front line. In the back row, we should have Peyton Crum back there. She's right there, Peyton Crum. She's one of the highlight players of the game. Back middle's Madison Fett. And, of course, we're having some difficulties as it just kicked us out. So Madison Fett's back there, and then JoJo Jerry. I'm going to put her up if I can. Goodness, we had it all set up and just kicked me out, Talon. That is frustrating. JoJo Jerry getting ready to serve, though, to start this game. JoJo Jerry's back there. Looks like she's going to serve. Madison Fett's in as well. We weren't able to get that graphic up on the computer. Just shut off on me. It's frustrating, Talon.
It happens, JB. You know, it's our broadcasts are never perfect. We make plenty of mistakes here at the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. But
so right
hey,
about that.
we live and we learn, JB.
That's right. That's right. We do. So here we go. We're just about set for the first serve here of the matchup. JoJo Jerry will serve first for our Lady Panthers, and we are underway. The serve goes back row, struggles to return, and our Lady Panthers score first. It's 1-0. JoJo Jerry to serve again here. 1-0 score. The serve going back row, a dig there. Shank there from Hannah Miller on the attack from Vilonia. I think they're going to be able to play it. No, it's going to go to Vilonia. Played off off the basketball goal. 1-1 our score, and Vilonia will get the serve now. as the down ref talking to the scores table. We thank you guys for joining us later on the broadcast. After this first set, we're going to call Haley Moss. She'll come in. We'll get to talk to her. Serve going back row to Sydney Dunlap, who just entered the game. Nice dig there. Fett back row. We'll set it up for Vanover. She didn't play Monday night. She free balls it over. They set it up. Outside attack there for Vilonia. Nice dig Dunlap. Lee's there with a quick set over, but Vilonia's ready. Hannah Miller the setup. Lee bump set over to Vanover. Big attack here. Back row. Let long 2-1. Vilonia's got the lead. It's a nice idea there. Went back row. Just went a little bit too long. Vilonia's got the lead. Serve coming now. Back row. Nice dig there from Fett. Lee bump set to Vanover. Big attack. Big block though. That's a stuff there from Hogue. Vilonia's got a 3-1 lead.
You know, it's something we talked about earlier in the season. We talked about it all season. Our Greenbrier Panthers just get off to a slow start. It seems about every single game. This first set is one that they tend to give up to the opponent. So we'll see if they can turn around quick here.
The serve there going back over. Vanover sets it up. Lee, quick set. Newland blocked though again, and Vilonia's got a 4-1 lead. Another stuff there from them. Not quite the way we wanted to start here. Vilonia's up 4-1. Back row dig there from Hannah Miller. Lee, quick set over, finds his spot. And it's 4-2 with a nice play there from Zoe Lee.
One of the senior leaders of this team. You know, I was going to ask you how many blocks we had because I was really kind of expecting that. She knew that they were always prepared for the block, and she just tossed it right over when they weren't expecting it.
Newland with a serve over there. Struggles to return. A set over there from Vilonia, though. They're going to call in the net. Lady Panthers get the point, and it's 4-3. Nice play there, as Alex Newland will serve again. 4-3 our score. Newland serving. Back row it goes. The setup there from Leach. They'll push it outside. Big attack. Back row went a little bit long. And we're tied at 4 on the miscue again. The attacking error. We're tied at 4. Alex Newland's come in and she's done her job well. Served really, really good. Serves again over the net. Nice dig from Vilonia. They'll bring it over. Push that over. Big block from Vanover and Crum. Attack there. Dig from, Newland. Lee sets up Crum in the net. Nice save off the block from Lee. Dunlap sets it outside. Vanover blocked again. Fett's there for the dig. Lee push set outside Vanover. Big attack. Nice save there. That was Johnson for them. And then attacking error in the net. Greenbrier's got the lead. It's 5-4.
Greenbrier did a great job there playing against the block earlier in the rally. That allowed them to keep it alive and send it back to Vilonia, who ultimately made the mistake.
Alex Newland to serve again. Goes back row, but that one's a little too far. The the service error, and we're tied up at 5. 5-5 our score. If you're just now joining us, we're going to talk to Haley Moss, an alumni of the Greenbrier volleyball team last year. She's playing at Henderson State, I do believe.
That is correct.
And an ace back row for Vilonia. They take the lead back at 6-5. So stay with us. It'll be right after this set. We're going to call her, get a little interview in from her. So please stick around for that after the first set. It's going to be a lot of fun. 6-5 our score. As Hogue to serve for Vilonia. Back row dig for Fett. Lee bump set outside Vanover. Nice timing, big attack. Nice save there for them as Johnson sets it up. Over to Leach. Big attack, big block though. Greenbrier gets the stuff, and we're tied at 6 as Zoe Lee comes in to serve.
You know, the sophomores really up front with Peyton Crum and Alex Newland. The blocking has gotten so much better this season as compared to last season, which was a real struggle for these Lady Panthers.
Lee serve back row, Vilonia with a turn. They'll push it up outside sock. Sets it over to Lee. She's got it. Bump set from Miller to Vanover. Big attack, tip block, finds its way over the net. Crum with a double hit though. And Vilonia regains the lead at 7-6. Seven, 6 the score. As Bailey Burrows back in the game for our Panthers. Dixon to serve for them. Back row it goes. Dunlap the dig. Lee sets it out to Vanover again. Big attack. Tip block. Got the score. We're tied at 7.
No, we didn't.
Oh, they saved it.
They said it was a save.
Oh, my gosh. I'm over here looking at the next graphic. Little tip over there. Dunlap the dig. Lee push set. One-hand save. Attempt for Vanover. Can't get it over. Vilonia's up 8-6. I thought they for sure
they're going to talk about it. One had the call, the other did not. He didn't get it, I guess, the whistle blown in time maybe. He's saying that it was Greenbrier ball, and Coach Huff was trying to point that out, but he just wasn't saying it, and I guess they're going to give it to to Vilonia.
Vilonia catches another break. That happened a lot yesterday against Greenbrier. A lot of calls that were just really, really close went the other way. Going to be like that in postseason. Got to be prepared. 8-6 the score here as the serve goes back row from Dixon. Dig from Dunlap. Lee, the bump set. Vanover pushes it over. Dixon there for the setup. The bump set from Leach. Little block in the net, though. Big stuff there. And our Lady Panthers get the score. It's 8-7 as Marley Vanover comes in to serve. 8-7 to score. Lady Panthers down by 1. Vanover serves it. Back row the dig. They'll set it up for Vilonia. Big attack. Nice dig from Vanover. A little bit of an overpass. Push up. Lee saves it. Nice play. Bailey Burrow, the bump set. Back row Vanover. Tip off the net. That one hits the ground, and it's 8-8. That's what it looked like last time, Talon. A little play like that. Yeah. 8-8 our score.
You know, those get so close. I mean, they're hard to call, and, everyone's got a different angle on us, so everyone's probably going to call it differently. And that's kind of why Greenbrier didn't get that point earlier, and they kind of got it there. Jump serve and the ace. That was just a plain miscommunication from Vilonia. There were two girls that went after it, and no one said, I got it. They collided, and no one even got a real good hit on it.
Serve again. That one's into the net, though. And we're tied at 9. 9-9 the score. Tied up here in the first set. Again, we're going to remind you, we're going to talk to Haley Moss if we can after the first set, so stay with us for that back row serve there to Miller. She digs it. Little pushover from Lee. One-handed save. Thought it might have been a carry. Might have got away with it. Vanover there with a dig on the return, though. Lee set backwards to Burrow. Big attack. Ooh. Back left corner, and she got it. She was huge last night against Bryant. She picked up right where she left off.
That's how you draw those up, JB.
Absolutely. As Hannah Miller comes in to serve now for our Lady Panthers. Approaches the serve. Goes back row. And that's an ace. Oh, they saved it. Huge play.
You can't call it that early.
Vanover, Lee to Newland, blocking the net. It's harder to watch this play. They're going to give it to Vilonia. The problem is I keep looking at the screen to get the graphic up.
I see.
And then
you're watching the screen.
I thought it was
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep my eye on it, and I'll just have to be late on the graphic. Serve back row from Leach. There the dig from Vanover. We're tied at 10. Lee push that out to JoJo Jerry, little tip over. Nice play there. They'll set it up. Push that over there. Joey's ready. Jerry's ready. Backward set. Lee to Bailey Burrow. She gets a kill again. That's her second one tonight, and it's 11-10. Lady Panthers get the point. And Bailey Burrow will come in to serve now. (10-10) the score. Or excuse me, 11-10 the score. Burrow the serve. Back row, nice save from Vilonia. Can't return it. That's an ace. 12-10.
That's another miscommunication on the back row from Vilonia. They're just not figuring out who's getting the first touch on it.
Serve comes over here. The dig from Leach. They'll set it up. Outside attack. Tip block. Finds a spot. Vilonia scores again. It's 12-11. Panthers still lead it by 1. 12-11 our score.
It's something we alluded to really all season. Even Coach Huff has talked about it. It's just Greenbrier struggles to get out to an early start. They really get behind early, and they have to make up for it throughout the rest of the game. So that it's important that they win this first set.
Return over from for Vilonia. Fett to Lee to Jerry. The dig there for Leach. Johnson sets it up. Outside to Leach again. A little tip over. Vanover's ready. Lee, backward set to Newland. Blocked in the net, though, and Vilonia's tied it up at 12.
You know, that's something I've noticed that's been slightly harder for Greenbrier is just playing off those blocks. They're just not quick enough against a block.
Serve here from Vilonia. Out of play, it looks like the call. Yep, that's it. There's service error there. It's 13-12. Lady Panthers have a 1-point lead. And JoJo Jerry to serve for our Panthers. She approaches, serve, back row, the dig for Vilonia. They'll return attack, got the kill, tied at 13. Substitution for our Lady Panthers as Sydney Dunlap comes back into the game. She'll come in for JoJo Jerry on the back row. 13-13 our score. Vilonia And it's tied it up again. It's been back and forth here in the first set, Talon.
Yeah, it's been totally back and forth, JB. You know, no one's really getting a decisive lead. You know, there have been miscommunications on Vilonia's part. Greenbrier is struggling to play a little bit of defense here. There have just been struggles on both sides, and really I think it's going to be whoever can clean their struggles up is going to get out ahead in this one.
Lee sets up to Vanover. Tip block out of play. Greenbrier scores again to regain the lead 14-13. And Alex Newland to serve again for our Lady Panthers. One-point lead. The server, nice floater. Leach there with a turn. They'll backwards set it over to Hogue. Nice save there from Fett. They'll set up Vanover. Big attack blocking the net. Nice save from Vanover. Fett pushes it up. And a free ball over from Newland. Vilonia struggles to return that. Backward set. Big attack. Block in the net there from Crum and Lee. Big stuff. And Lady Panthers have a 15-13 lead.
Yeah, that was Peyton Crum there, and that was something I talked about earlier in the game, is just how Peyton Crum and even Alex Newland have been huge for this Panthers team because they've been able to get up in front and get some big blocks.
Serve there. Back row into the net there. An attack net miscue for Vilonia at 16-13, and Newland will serve again. She served earlier in this game and gave us about 4 points on serves, I do believe, earlier.
Alex Newland's really just a great all-around athlete. I mean, even on the basketball court, she's a phenomenal player.
Excited to call here in about a month. And basketball is Vanover with a big attack and a kill back left corner.
Vanover is just so important to this Greenbrier team.
Man,
you know, she provides such a pulse to this team, and she's an all-around great volleyball player.
She's dominant talent. The serve goes back row from Newland. Vilonia with the turn. Tip block. Oh, that's off the antenna rather, and another attacking error. It's 18-13. I just realized these jersey numbers are not correct for what I have for Vilonia.
You know what I also just realized is you said we're like a month away from basketball season, dude. I thought it was still like August or something.
Yeah, we're getting close, man. There's the attack there, a kill for Vilonia, I do believe. It's hard to see. We got bars up here in our face. I couldn't tell you. I just had to watch the ref there. They called it out.
I did do a basketball tournament here last year, and it was not the –
oh, they called it in?
It's not the most friendly.
Goodness, 18-14. Vilonia, it's not. Serve back row there. Lee, backwards set. Crum, big attack, got the kill. 19-14 on Crum's kill. And Zoe Lee to serve again.
You know, you expect to see plays that Crum brings. You expect those from Bailey Burrow. You expect those kinds of plays from a Madison Fett, a senior on this team. But to see a sophomore step up and make those plays just like the seniors do, it's really promising in the direction that this program's headed.
Dig there from Dunlap. Lee sets it up outside Vanover. Big attack. That's a shank. Surely they can't play that.
I was about to say, they couldn't play it earlier. They can't play it now, right?
2014. Well, you know, I've been doing this graphic thing, and I've missed a couple here and there, and I was wondering, man, maybe I missed one like that. 2014, the score is Lee serves again. Back row it goes. Vilonia, again, I don't have their numbers. Dig there from Dunlap. Lee, backward set. Burrow, she's been big. She gets the point again. She's 3 for 3 on kills, Talon. It's 21-14 as Lee serves again.
These serves have been really something else. You know, they're right at the chest of Vilonia players, and they just struggle to get a good first touch on it.
There's a dig there for Vilonia. They'll set it up to the offside hitter. Push that over. Lee's right there for the dig. To Miller, to Burrow again. A little bit of a shank. Vilonia struggling to return, though. An overpass, a free ball over, and Vanover's there. Lee sets it up back for Vanover. A little roll shot. Vilonia struggling. They're looking a little out of place again. They'll just set it over. To Dunlap. Lee, quick set. Crum, tip block. Vilonia keeps it alive, though. They'll push it right back over. Nice play there from number 24. These pink jerseys, I think these are pink jerseys, so they're new. They're not the same numbers we had from last year, or from last game earlier in the year. It's 21-15.
Yeah, the pink jerseys are something that's brought out in October. And then they have the orange jersey. I thought that was an interesting color combo. The orange, it kind of comes out of nowhere for the Lavero.
Sure. Dunlap the dig on the serve here. Lee push that out to Vanover again. Make no mistake, she slams down another one. It's 22-15. My goodness gracious.
And for those of you at home who are curious as to why the pink jerseys, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And that's why they wear the pink jerseys.
As Marley Vanover to serve now for our Panthers. 7-point lead, 22-15. And that's an ace. Shank off the libero, and it's 23-15.
The serves have just been in great locations, just unplayable positions.
The serve again, back row here. Vilonia set up offside, a little tip over. JoJo Jerry's right there. Lee push set backwards to Bailey Burrow. Back row attack. She got another one, looks like. Yep. Push set back of the back corner, and the Lady Panthers are 1 point away from winning set number 1. And again, we're about to call Haley Moss here in a little bit. So stay with us after this first set as we're going to talk to her as the serve there from Vanover. Nice save there. The bump over, Vanover's right there. Lee, set to Jerry, big attack, nice save from Vilonia. They'll set it up, middle attack. Lee with a nice dig. Hannah Miller, bump set backwards to Jerry. Little roll shot, Vilonia saves it, keeps it alive. Off the net, the play. Attack, little tip over. Bailey Burrows there for the dig. Lee, bump set, back row Vanover. Attack, nice dig from Vilonia. They'll push set backwards. A save there from Vilonia, nice attack. Lee the dig. Bump set, Miller, JoJo Jerry, attack. Nice diving attempt. Vilonia keeps it alive. A dig there from Vanover. Lee with a little push over. Vilonia's ready. Little tip over. JoJo Jerry there with a dig. Lee, backward set to Burrow. She's been big, tries to save it. Not the best set perhaps, and it's 24-16 as Vilonia scores on the miscue. It's 24-16, 8-point game. Immediately following this set, we're gonna talk to Haley Moss. So stay with us. Don't go anywhere after this set. The dig there from Vanover. Jerry sets up Crum, big attack, nice block from Vilonia, but Vanover's ready for the dig. Jerry Lee backward set to Burrow. That's a kill. 25-16. Our Lady Panthers claim set number 1. It was a big one, Talon. It was a little bit dicey back and forth there for most of it, but our Lady Panthers go on to win it by 9. I do believe we have Haley Moss on with us, and I'll, Talon, let you take that away.
Yeah, we're going to go to our Chef Lynn's hotline. Haley, how are you doing? Haley, can you hear us? Let's see here. Let's see, I got just a second. Haley, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
All right, there we go.
We got
to figure it out. All right, Haley, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about y'all?
We're doing pretty good. Excited to hear from you. A Greenbrier alum, someone who went through this volleyball program since you were young, and you just have a lot of experience that you can provide to us. So let's go ahead and get started with these questions. Haley, since graduating from Greenbrier, what have you been up to? What are you doing? Where did you out in college? Did you go to college? Just kind of answer that question for the people at home.
I've been going to school here at Henderson State University since August. I'm pursuing my degree in pre-dental, as well as playing volleyball here for the Reddies and preparing for our season this spring.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. So, you say you're playing volleyball for the Reddies this year at Henderson State. So why don't you just kind of tell us how you feel that Coach Huff helped you prepare for college and where you're at now in life?
Yeah, Coach Huff, she constantly pushed us to be the best that we can be. Nothing was ever handed to us, and we had to work to earn everything we had. And that's engraved a diligent mindset in me. And that now makes me constantly want to work harder and be better as a player and a student here at Henderson.
Man, that's awesome. That's really well put, Haley. So, we're on the road. JB and I are here in Vilonia tonight, and Vilonia is, of course, our rival. So we wanted to ask you if you had any special memories against Vilonia from your time playing.
Yes. Okay, so this is kind of an old memory. It's from back in the 7th grade years. When we were in 7th grade, Vilonia went up for a kill, and it hit one of our players in the face. And while they were celebrating their big kill, it bounced off her face and went back, and we got the point. So, and it's always good to beat Vilonia, right?
It's always good. That's exactly right. It's great to win at home against Vilonia, and part of me personally, I love beating Vilonia at Vilonia because we get a nice little drive home of victory, and they have to be satisfied with the defeat that they took on their home court.
Yes.
So, my last question here for you, Haley, is how have you been able to really keep up with the Greenbrier Panthers? Because I know you played with a lot of these girls that are on the team now whenever you were on the team. So how have you been able to really keep up with them?
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago, I was actually lucky enough to go to a volleyball game at Lakeside. But other than that, I've mostly just been watching through the Greenbrier Panther Sports Network live stream because that's all I really have here.
That's awesome, Haley. So we're about to get underway back here in the second set. Thank you so much for letting us have an interview with you, and we wish you just the absolute best of luck at Henderson. Just know we'll be thinking about you, and thank you again for calling in.
Yes, thank y'all.
You have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
That was Haley Moss. She played on this Greenbrier volleyball team a year ago, if I'm not mistaken, Talon. She's playing at Henderson State right now. Obviously, you know, very athletic player to play at the Division II level. We're excited. We're just thankful that she was able to call in for us. We're just about set to start set number 2, so we thank you guys for joining us. Our Lady Panthers took the first set 25-16, and here we go. Vilonia gets to start the second set. Serve goes back row dig from Hannah Miller. Lee the setup, little over to Vanover. She'll set it over. Vilonia, the bump set. Attack to the offside hitter. Dig there off the tip from Fett. Little push set there from Lee, but Vilonia's ready. They'll push it back row. Vanover with a nice save. Arms extended. They'll set up Jerry. Tip block at the net, and Jerry gets the kill. It's 1-0 Greenbrier. Takes the lead in set number 2.
Good start in this second set. You know, we talked about it. They have a slow start, but really once they find their groove, which usually takes them about a half a set to a full set to find that groove, man, they're just almost unbeatable after that.
As Dunlap serves here for our Lady Panthers, back row attack. They got an outside hitter spot. Attack goes a little bit too far and out of play.
You know, whenever I can't hear Coach Huff with my headset on, I know that means it was good for us. That's typically how, because she can be very intense, which is something that's really kind of encouraging for this Lady Panthers team. You know, we talked to Haley. Haley talked about how nothing is given with Coach Huff. You know, you have to work hard for everything, and that's just a good life lesson, but also on the volleyball court. That's a great lesson, and it's just really cool to hear that from a post Panther.
Serve here. Overpass from Vilonia, and Newland makes them pay on the party ball. 3-0. Greenbrier out in front here. And Sydney Dunlap will get to serve again with a 3-0 lead. Serves it back row. Backward set from Vilonia. Big attack. That's a kill, though. Nice placement there for Vilonia, and they're on the board here in set number 2. It's 3-1. Substitution for Vilonia, it looks like. Again, we don't have their number, so I can't give out their names. I wish I could. And Vilonia the serve, back row. Hannah Miller the dig. Lee, backward set, Newland, big attack, tip block, and that's a kill. Lady Panthers extend the lead to 4-1, and now Newland gets to come in and serve.
JB, I think it's fine just to say a random name. I think most of our listeners at home are Panther fans, and
sure,
they don't know their names either.
So I'll just make them up as I go. No, I'm just kidding. Serve there from Vilonia, that's a kill. Or excuse me, receive there from Vilonia. The kill on that one, it's 4-2. Nice play there for Vilonia as they cut the lead down to 2, split it in half. I do know there's some twins, Bailey and Molly Leach, and that's one of them back there serving. So I do know a Leach. That's about all I know. Remember that from last game.
That's enough, really.
Leach serves. We'll just call it Leach every time. The dig there from Fett. Lee push that out to Vanover. Makes a nice play. Overpass from Vilonia. Fett's there for the dig. Lee push that out to Vanover again, and she makes him pay that time. 5-2 on the kill from Vanover. And Zoe Lee to serve. Lady Panthers up by Zoe Lee to serve here. Back row goes to Vilonia on a nice serve. A push set to the offside, hit a little push over. Lee's right there. Miller backwards bump set to Vanover. Big attack. Vilonia's there to receive it. Bump set to the outside hitter into the net. Lady Panthers score again on the attacking error. And it is 6-2 as Zoe Lee to serve again. 6-2 our score. Lee serves back row. Leach is there to set it up. They're going to have to free ball it over. That's going to be pushed out of bounds, though, and it's 7-2. Try to free ball it over, Talon, pushed a little too far out of play.
Yeah, that's a great play. You know, Hannah Miller she had her eyes on that ball, and so did Marley Vanover, and they were watching it, and they were prepared if it was going to hit in, but they were also prepared for it to hit out.
Little tip over there from Crum. Bump set from Leach. They'll set it over. Diving attempt from Hannah Miller and Sydney Dunlap, but Vilonia gets the little push over and finds a spot at 7-3. Seven to 3 hour score. Vilonia to serve now. Lady Panthers won set number 1, 25-16. Serve goes back row. Nice save there from Vanover. Oh, I thought it, man. Shanks off the hands.
I thought it was going out.
The whole time I was looking, I thought she'd saved it. My depth perception, I had this little thing in my way. I was like, man, it's a great save. And anyway.
I wonder who put that there.
7-4 now as Vilonia scores. The serve there, Vanover the dig, bump set, back to Vanover, big attack, tip block. Oh, nice play for Vilonia. They keep it in play. Little free ball over, though. Should be a good setup for our Panthers. Dunlap to Lee, quick set, Crum pushes it outside. Vilonia saves it. They're going to call it in the net anyway. Vilonia scores again at 7-5. They scored on the pushover anyway. It was either in the net or that score.
Yeah.
They weren't going to be denied. 2-point game as Vilonia serves again. This is her third serve in a row. Back row it goes, Dunlap the dig. Lee sets it outside. Vanover, big attack. Nice dig, though. A little bit of a shank, but Vilonia keeps it alive. Down ball from the back row, Dunlap the dig. Lee sets it up. Backward set, Burrow, tip block. Vilonia keeps it alive. That's Leach with the dig. They'll set it up. Middle attack. Right to Lee, though, on the pushover. She'll set it over to Miller. Bump set to Vanover. Big attack off the block. The tip and the score. And our Lady Panthers have extended the lead back to 3. It's 8-5 as JoJo Jerry coming back into the game for our Lady Panthers. Marley Vanover to serve now. 8-5 our score. As the serve goes back row the dig for Vilonia, though. They try to push in the attack, pushed it out of play. Lady Panthers score again, and it's 9-5. Marley Vanover to serve again. 9-5. Lady Panthers lead by 4. Vanover into the net on that serve. Vilonia scores on the service error. 9-6, though. 3-point Lady Panther lead here in set number 2.
The legend himself texted me, Carl Spears. He wanted me to tell everyone at home that tomorrow night starts conference play for the 9th grade girls volleyball team, who went 13-1 this season and are number 1 seed going into that tournament. So everyone go show up and support at the Panther Pavilion tomorrow night, our 9th grade girls.
We'll set up backwards there from Lee. Bump set from Vanover. Miller free balls it over. The dig there for Vilonia. Offside hitter on the block there. Nice play, Newland and Jerry. Vilonia struggling to save it. Can't do it. And our Lady Panthers score to make it 11-6, and Hannah Miller to serve again. 11-6. Miller the serve. Back row it goes. The dig for Vilonia. A shank off that, though. The ace for Miller, and it's 12-6.
You know, something I was talking about earlier was about how it's really going to be who can clean up the mistakes, and Vilonia's still struggling to clean up the mistakes that they're making tonight.
Miller serves back row. A little bit of an overpass. Newland with a block, though, and Vilonia's ready. They'll push it over. Diving attempt, Miller. Nice one-handed save from Lee, and JoJo Jerry free balls it over. That's a nice play to keep the play alive. Vilonia on the attack, though, in the net, and our Lady Panthers score on the miscue. It's 13-6. And Hannah Miller to serve again. She gets the signal from the ref. Serve goes back row, and a shank on the back row. The ace for Miller again. It's 14-6, and our Lady Panthers are starting to run away with it, Talon.
Yeah, you know, they cleaned up right after I said they got to clean up the mistakes. They cleaned up the mistakes. It's like they were listening to me. They've been playing a lot better since about halfway through that first set.
The float serve from Miller. Vilonia returns. Miller with a dig. Lee push that out to Jerry. Little tip over. Down the line. Nice placement. Vilonia keeps it alive. Overpass. Burrow with the kill on the party ball, and she makes them pay. It's 15-6.
Well, so, I mean, that was a great play, but really, like, it was even better positioning there from the senior Bailey Burrow. Just that experience she has of knowing that everyone on the court was shifted to the right side, and she planted it on the opposite side of them. Just good play from the senior.
Miller, a little float serve off the tip of the net. Vilonia can't return, and it's 16-6. Miller's been serving a while. Timeout on the court. Vilonia wants a timeout, and we'll go ahead and take the timeout with them if we can get the right ad up here.
The Greenbrier Panther Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors:
American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center,
Bleacher Bling,
and Steak and Shake.
And we're back here out of the timeout. Our Lady Panthers are up 16-6 as Hannah Miller getting set to serve again. She's waiting on the signal from the ref. Now she gets it. Serve goes back row, a little bit too far though, out of play. Vilonia scores out of the timeout at 16-7, and Jessica Keller comes into the game for our Lady Panthers. She'll come in on the back row. Vilonia to serve here. 16-7 our score. 9-point Lady Panther lead in set number 2. And Vilonia, I believe that's, I don't know who that is, Porterfield maybe. Serve back row, JoJo Jerry the dig. Lee bump set to Newland. She'll just have to free ball it over. Vilonia's ready. They'll push that backwards to the offside hitter. Vilonia attack goes a little too long though. Greenbrier scores, and it's 17-7. And Bailey Burrow to serve now for our Lady Panthers. 17-7 our score. Burrow waits on the signal. Serve goes back row. Nice dig there for Vilonia. They keep it a play. Little tip over, finds a spot though. Vilonia scores at 17-8.
JB, do you think that popcorn sales have increased this season? And here's my logic on it.
I was about to say I have no idea.
No one wants to have their mask on, and they can have it off if they're eating popcorn. So
Very
do you
true,
think
very true.
they're selling more popcorn than they usually do?
You know what? That's a really good question. You know what? That's actually a lot of thought I think you've put into that. Maybe so. As Miller free balls it over there for Vilonia. The attack Vilonia goes back row, a little bit too far, and our Lady Panthers score to make it 18-8. I don't know where you came up with that. Is that something you've been thought? You want some popcorn right now?
I actually do. I actually am kind of hungry for some popcorn. I saw Cooper Wilcox walk away from the concession stand. I thought he might have had popcorn. And I looked around, and I saw a few people with popcorn. And I was like, I wonder if they sell more popcorn this year than they normally have.
Oh, my goodness. Dunlap to serve here for our Panthers. Back row, Vilonia with a return. Little tip over. Diving attempt and save from Miller. Lee tries to stick out her hand and make a play as well, but couldn't do it. Vilonia's got the point, and it's 18-9. Vilonia now to serve. 18-9 our score. As the down ref talking to the scores table, we were just thankful we got to talk to Haley Moss a little bit earlier in between sets, Talon.
Yeah, that was really cool, just getting the opportunity to hear what she had to say about this Greenbrier Panther team. You know, she still has the opportunity to watch from what we do here, thanks to our sponsors too, you know, for making all this possible, and thanks to our listeners for making everything possible. It's just really great, the things that we've been able to do thanks to the people that make this possible.
Absolutely. As Newland with a set over to Lee, bump set backwards. Emma Hill's blocked, but she's ready. Overpass. Vilonia attacks that one, but Dunlap back row with a dig. Lee, push set, back to Hill. Big attack, back row, Vilonia with a dig. A little bit of an overpass in the net. Vilonia tries to save it, can't do it. Greenbrier scores again. It's 20-9. And Alex Newland to serve again for our Lady Panthers. She gets the signal from the ref. Approaches the end line. Serve goes back row. The dig for Vilonia. They keep it in play. Bump set over and free ball from Vilonia. Dunlap the dig to Lee. Attack from Crum, blocked, but Dunlap is ready. Lee push set out to Hill. Cross-court attack. Nice save there from Vilonia. Fett's there for the dig. She's been big on the back row. Quick set from Lee to Crum. Vilonia tips it over. Might have got away with the lift. Emma Hill frees it over. Offside attack from Vilonia. Cross-court. Someone's in the net, though. And Vilonia gets the point. It's 20-10.
Going out anyway, but, you know, one thing I saw there is Greenbrier got really jumbled up together in the front right close to the net, and if Vilonia would have sent it back really quick, they could have got a point. But as soon as Greenbrier got sent back over the net, they spread back out. And so it's just really great discipline that they're always going back to where they need to be to ensure that they can play a little bit of offense.
Little tip over down the line from Crum, though, pushed a little too far. Vilonia scores twice in a row. It's 20-11. Lady Panthers are 5 points away. You're up by 9. You want to take care of business and put this set away. Don't let them climb back in it. Serve into the net. That certainly helps. And the miscue in the service error, and our Panthers score to make it 21-11. It's Zoe Lee's turn to serve. 21-11, Lady Panthers lead it by 10. Lee, I was going to say Zoe. Lee serving back row it goes. The dig from the libero. They'll push that offside hitter. Attack goes back row, but it's in. Nice spot, though, on the attack from Vilonia. It's 21-12.
What a stride, Zoe Lee has made just in her few years at the high school level. I remember she came in as the backup to, I think it was Grace Oaks, if I'm not mistaken, last season. And she was a solid backup, but you could tell she just wasn't ready for that starter position. And she has just worked and worked this entire last offseason, and she is a phenomenal starter for this Greenbrier team.
Dunlap to Lee, to Emma Hill. Tip block on the attack, but Vilonia keeps it alive. Emma Hill, nice setup to Lee. Backward set, Burrow a little close to the net. Tips it over, but looks like Bailey's in the net. Wasn't completely Bailey's fault. The set was a little too close to her, tried to make a play on it. Vilonia scores on the miscue. It's 21-13. 8-point Lady Panther lead. Vilonia trying to climb back into it in set number 2. They're down by a set, and that won't help. Serve goes a little too long, 22-13. Our Lady Panthers with the score. They're up by 9 on the miscue, and Emma Hill to serve. Emma Hill on the back row, getting ready on the inline here to serve it. Gets the call from the ref. Jump serve going back row. And the dig there from Vilonia. Attack outside hitter, blocking the net from Jerry and Crum, but Vilonia scores, and it's 22-14. That was a nice jump serve there from Emma Hill. 8-point Lady Panther lead as Jessica Keller enters back in the game. Our Lady Panthers won the first one going away 25-16. They had been doing so in the second set, but Vilonia had other ideas, and they've climbed back a little closer. As the serve there goes back row, Miller with a dig. Lee, bump set to Jerry, attack in the net. Vilonia scores again. It's 22-15. They've cut it to 7. There's definitely no need to panic, but you want to put this set away.
You always want to put it away just as fast as you can, JB. I mean, you don't want to get sloppy at all.
For sure. Keller with the free ball over. Vilonia. The setup, little push over the net. Miller's there for the dig. She was ready. Lee to Crum on the quick set. Nice dig from Vilonia. They're playing really well now. Tip over the net. Lee there with the dig. Miller. Backward set to Jerry from the back row. A nice attack. Vilonia keeps it in play. Outside hitter into the net. Might have been blocked by Crum and Burrow. But our Lady Panthers scored. It's 23-15, and Hannah Miller coming to serve now. 2 points to go for our Lady Panthers. And Hannah Miller to serve. Serve goes back row. Nice, a little bit of a shank. Vilonia tries to keep it in play. They're going to say it went too far out of play. That's an ace for Miller. It's 24-15, and our Lady Panthers are 1 point away from claiming set number 2, and Hannah Miller trying to put it away right here. She gets the signal. Coach Huff giving her some signs. The serve going over the net. Little floater. Vilonia keeps it alive. Attack. From the outside hitter, Miller with a dig. Lee sets up Jerry. Attack goes back row. Vilonia's ready, though. They push that outside hitter. Attack back row. Nice dig from Hannah Miller. Bump set from Lee. Nice placement to Jerry. Little roll shot back row. Vilonia's ready again. Bump set from the libero. A little tip over. Lee's there for the dig. Hannah Miller. Backwards bump set to Jerry again. Nice attack off the net. Vilonia keeps it alive once more. Nice volley we got going for the last point. Jerry with a setup on the return back. Back set from Lee to Burrow, attack off the net. Little bit of an overpass, and Newland puts it down. Big kill from, oh, they're going to say she was in the net. Oh, my gosh, they're going to call her in the net. 24-16. Or did she cross the center line? You know, Talon?
I don't. I don't, JB. It was an awesome play. That's kind of what I was looking at. But
24-16. That's how it goes sometimes, Jerry with the dig. On the serve from Vilonia, trying to put it away now. Jerry with a little roll shot block, though. Newland puts it over. Probably not what she meant to do, and Vilonia's got a setup. Offside hitter, not what they wanted to do either. Keller with a dig on the return. Lee out to Jerry, stuffed. Miller there with a little tip play. Newland with a block, and Vilonia keeps it alive. Attack, tip block. Miller there with a dig. Lee pushes back row. That might be good just to set up some offense. Give them some time. Attack from Vilonia. Out of play, and that's how set number 2 is going to end, Talon. 25-16. The final in both sets. Our Lady Panthers are one set away from claiming it.
Yeah, JB. Alex Newland, I talked a little bit about it earlier about how Alex Newland and Peyton Crum, just those sophomores that those hitters on the outside, and just, yeah, I mean, how big of a boost they are this year. They're just tall girls. They can block well, but then you saw them play a little bit of offense. Alex Newland at the end there, she got into the net a little bit, I think, or she crossed over the middle line. I couldn't tell which one, but that's something that you learn to sway away from those things as you build more experience in the game.
For sure. We're going to take it to a break, though, so stay with us as we'll be back in between sets.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Oh, we're back here in Greenbrier. Lady Panthers are up 2-0 on Vilonia. It's been a lot of fun tonight. 25-16, our Lady Panthers won both sets. Going away, they got one more set to go. They'd love a big 3-0 sweep of Vilonia and get out of here with a win, Talon.
Yeah, JB, wouldn't love anything more. I still have to go home and study for business law tonight, so it would be great to get out of here, go home with a sweet victory. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I like the vocals there, Talon.
You know, man, I try my best. It's not perfect.
Tell you what, after the game, we're going to have a little a voice, maybe a performance from Talon. He's going to sing us a couple of songs. Maybe a halftime show at one of the basketball games, maybe, Talon.
That we can work out.
Okay.
I might need a couple of checks to be written and sent into the Talon Newton Fund.
Okay.
But, yeah, I think we can make something work. Or maybe get me some popcorn. I might settle for some popcorn.
Set three's underway as Jerry served it. Little set over, tip block. Vilonia scores right out the gate. It's 1-0. Tell you what we can do, Talon. Maybe if we beat Greenwood on Thursday night, you come over to the state tournament with us, and you'll maybe sing at halftime there or something, or sing it in between one of the sets.
You know, I'll do a performance between every game. All day. I'll be there all day long.
Well, you heard it first, folks. Nice play from Lee on the push set over. She's done a lot this year. Gets the point there. We're tied at 1. We're going to hold you to that, Talon. We got quite a few people listening that are going to hold you to it as well, as Alex Newland to serve here. 1-1 our score. Serve goes back row. Vilonia with a dig. Set up. Push outside. Hitter. Lefty with an attack. Out of play, though. Vilonia with a miscue, and it's 2-1. And Alex Newland to serve again for our Lady Panthers at 2-1 our score. Newland to serve, goes back row attack. The dig there, a little bit of an overpass, and Peyton Crum with the party ball kill.
Can't talk about it enough, just the spark.
She's electric, Talon. That was, my goodness. Now, Newland had one earlier, but they called her in the net or over the center line, something. And Newland serve here, goes back row. The dig for Vilonia. They get it to the center, push set backwards. Attack, though, from Vilonia. They get the kill, and it's 3-2. Good placement there from Vilonia. Give them credit. They don't want to go away with the win, but they've obviously not. They've had a little bit of a rougher year than they'd like. And so they want to get a little bit of momentum, maybe win a set here. Lady Panthers trying to keep them from doing that. 3-2 is Vilonia the serve. They're down by 1. Serve. Back row. Dig from Dunlap. Lead the bump set. Over to Vanover. Attack. Got the kill. 4-2. I mean, she's just really, really good, Talon. Vanover's, she's electric. 4-2 the score. Zoe Lee to serve now for our Lady Panthers in a 4-2 game. She gets set here gets the call from the ref. Serve goes a little bit into the net though. Couldn't find its way over. Vilonia scores on the miscue and it's 4-3. Back row here for Vilonia. They've cut the lead back to 1. The serve here, back row again. Hannah Miller with the dig. Lee, back set to Vanover. Tip block. They keep it alive. Set up outside here. Vilonia retrieves it. Dunlap with the dig. Jump set from Lee out to Vanover. Big attack, but it's a little bit too far and to the left, and we're tied up at 4. 4-4 the score. Back row it goes. The dig there from Lee. The bump set to Vanover, or excuse me, to Burrow. Vilonia with the return though. Attack.
Ooh,
just
close.
a little bit too long. Caught a break there. It's 5-4. Lady Panthers take the lead, and Marley Vanover to serve now.
Was it too long?
Yeah, she called it a little too far out. From my knowledge, I've been. Oh my gosh, they're going to call a tip. They just revisited it. And they call it a tip. It's going to go a point to Vilonia. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now, does it, Talon? Whether it was out, too long, too far, it was a tip, and that's all that matters.
Oh man, that seems mildly inappropriate. The Vilonia player, and let me say this one more time, the player for Vilonia is on the back line, and she was the one who ultimately made that call.
Sure, but again, if there was a tip of the net, the down ref and the main ref get the call on that. I just feel like it's peculiar that they're making the call a little bit later after it had already been made, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is the girl on the back line here that plays for Vilonia came in and told the ref who saw it right in front of him what happened.
Was a tip. Gotcha.
It's a little peculiar.
For sure, but Crum, make no mistake, with a big attack there. They keep it alive. Attack goes long this time, and we're tied at 5. Now Marley Vanover will get to serve. She's been big all year long. 5-5 our score. She serves here again.
Marley Vanover just so consistent.
Jump serve here. Back row. The dig for Vilonia. Nicely done. To the setup. Outside hitter. Attack again goes long, and our Lady Panthers regain the lead at 6-5. Vanover to serve again. Approaches. Jump ball. Or jump serve back row. The dig from the back row. They'll have to free ball it up. The little down ball on the outside hitter. Can't find its way over. It's 7-5.
Yeah, that's just bad touch there.
As Vanover getting set to serve again. Jump serve from Vanover. Back row, nice. That was a shank there. Vilonia keeps it alive. Free ball over. Vanover the dig. Lee, quick set, Crum, and it's blocked into the net, though, on the other side. The kill for Crum, and it's 8-5. And Vanover to serve again with a 3-point lead. Vanover the serve, back row. Little bit of an overpass. Set her up against the net, keeps the ball in play. Vanover the dig on the attack. Lee, backward set to Burrow. Big attack. She's been big. Overpass from Vilonia, and Vanover there for the dig. Lee out to Jerry. Big attack. Might have been going out. Vilonia saved him a little bit. The attack here goes to Lee. Hannah Miller there. Bumps it up for Burrow. Big attack. Off the shank. Got the point, and that's a kill.
Something I want to kind of talk about is earlier in the rally, there was a ball coming between Marley Vanover and Zoe Lee, and Marley kind of stepped over Zoe to get it, and she did that so that Zoe could get the set, so Greenbrier could get a good offensive play. Just really high IQ thinking there from Marley Vanover.
She's going to be playing at the next level, Talon. She's an elite talent, that's for sure. A 5-point lead now for our Lady Panthers in the miscue, and so she's only a junior. The serve there in the net, though, it's 10-6. Vilonia scores on the serving error. But back to what you're saying, though, yeah, she's very good. She's going to be playing at the next level. Got a lot of talent.
And she'll be someone that's just going to be fun to watch over these next couple years for our Lady Panthers. Just a phenomenal athlete, a great player, and just she holds herself well on the court and off the court.
Sharp Bailey Burrow with a kill there. Nicely done again. 11-6 our score. There's Hannah Miller to serve for the first time in the set. Serve goes back row. The dig for Vilonia. A little push set over. The little tip over. This time out of play. The miscue from Vilonia, and our Lady Panthers score again to make it 12-6. And Hannah Miller to serve for her second time in the set. Approaches the end line. Serve goes back row. Vilonia retrieves it. Attack back row into the net, though, and it's 13-6. Panthers score again. 7-point Lady Panther lead. Serve from Miller. They'll set it up outside to the offside hitter. That attack out of play. Lady Panthers score again. It's 14-6. And really right now, Vilonia is just shooting themselves in the foot.
And JB, have we had any games that have gone to 5 sets this season?
We did, yeah. There's a serve in the net there for Miller. They beat, there was a scare last Thursday against Siloam Springs. They were down 2-1. They had to come back from behind against the Siloam Springs team, and they won that in 5 sets. And then we beat Benton the very beginning game of the year in 5 sets as well. I believe those are the only 2, though.
The last season, that whenever they played in the state tournament, they played Paragould. Paragould, you're right. I was at that game, and it went to 5 sets. They lost the first 2, won the next 2, and then unfortunately lost by, I believe it was 3 or 4 in the last one. And they didn't. I don't think that they had any games that went to 5 sets all year long. So I was kind of curious if we had more this season, because that's something that you gain experience whenever you go into that 5th set and just the intensity of it.
My goodness, and Newland, that one's played off the rafters, off the dig. Newland with an incredible attack. The shank went all the way up into the rafters and couldn't make a play. It is now 15-8 should be the score. Lady Panthers with a score. And now Madison Fett in to serve for our Lady Panthers. So she's been good all year. Serve going back row. Vilonia with a return. Set it up to the offside hitter spot. A little bit too far and out of play. Lady Panthers score again, and it's 16-8. Fett to serve again. 8-point Lady Panther lead. They're 9 points away from claiming the win and going out of here with a win. Serve back row again to Vilonia. They'll bump set it out to the offside hitter. Free ball from Vilonia. Keller sets it up to Fett. Outside hitter Jerry. Roll shot back row. A little bit of a miscue and mistake there from the back row. Didn't know what to do with it. Panthers score again at 17-8. Madison Fett to serve once more. This will be her third serve. She gets the signal from the ref. Back row attack. That one's in the net, though, on the serve. Vilonia scores again at 17-9.
Greenbrier's had a few bad serves here in this game. That's one of the things that maybe you look at the film, you're like, maybe we should spend just a second or two longer on that, and we'll see if it's any improved in the next matchup for the Panthers.
Lee bumps that out to Newland. Cross-court attack. Vilonia's there to keep it in play. They'll have to set it over, though. Keller with a bump set to Hannah Miller. Bump set out to Jerry. Little roll shot pushed out of play, though, and it's 17-10. Vilonia scores again on the miscue. And Vilonia now to serve. Miller the dig. Lee to Newland. Tip. That should be a tip. That's exactly what it is. The ball just looked like it made a little bit different movement. It's 18-10 now as JoJo Jerry will come in to serve for our Lady Panthers. She's been playing a lot up at the next level. 18-10, the serve from Jerry going back row. A little bit of a shank, though, from Vilonia. They'll try to keep it in play. They're going to have to free ball it over. Big setup for our Panthers. Miller the bump set. Nicely done. Lee backward set. Newland a little bit too far over the net, but it lands in, and it's 19-10. Our Lady Panthers 6 points away from claiming the match. Should be big. They swept them 3-0 at home, trying to do the same again on the road. Jerry, the serve. Back row it goes. They get it to the setter. Set up outside hitter. Into the net. Little tip play. Found a spot. Vilonia scores, and it's 19-11, though.
JB, I want to take a second to thank our sponsors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Ricochet Outdoors, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, the Stage 2 Dance Center, the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Bleacher Bling, Old Bart's Steak and Shake, and ASI, American Safeguard Insurance, and First Security Bank.
Izzy Carson into the game now as Lee sets it up for Emma Hill. That's a kill off the tip block, and it's 20-11. And Alex Newland again for Our Lady Panthers. Newland with the serve, a little softer this time. Set up, little set over though from Vilonia. Lee with a push set to Madison Fett. Down ball from the front row from Hill. Vilonia's ready. They set it out to the outside hitter. Emma Hill with a dig on the return. Lee, backward set to Crum. Big attack. Shank, they keep it in play. A left-handed attack. That's a kill from Vilonia. Nice play. They made the most of that situation, Talon. 20-12. As Bailey Burrow goes to fix the camera.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think the camera got messed up.
Oh, I thought she was in play. I was like, man, she
I actually thought she was too. I was like, she sure is taking her time fixing that camera.
20-12. Vilonia with a nice serve. Carson with the shank there. And no return there. As Vilonia scores on the miscue, it's 20-13. Carson's been huge, though, in the back row. She's just about solid every single time, as consistent as it comes. As the serve there is in, that's an ace, 20-14.
Greenbrier really kind of starting to make a few mistakes and a few bad judgment calls on whether or not this ball's going out or if it's staying in, and that's really kind of what's hurting them right now.
Serve from Vilonia back row. Carson, a nice dig. Lee, little left-handed pushover, finds a spot. She read the defense and finds a hole for the little pushover. 21-14, and now Zoe Lee gets to serve after her point, 21-14.
You can credit her high IQ that I like to talk about so much, just her intelligence on the court.
Vilonia with a nice dig there. Carson tries to return that. Nice bump, but couldn't find a spot to the setter. 21-15 as Faith McDermott comes into the game. 21-15, Vilonia's cut it to 6.
Greenbrier spacing and just communication on getting to the right spots has not been very thorough, as we typically see.
Serve here from Vilonia. Back row, Emma Hill. A little bit of an overpass. Lee with a nice one-handed save. They might call a lift. I'm not sure what they called, but either way.
She crossed.
Did she?
Yeah.
22-15. Oh, excuse me, 21-16. Gave the wrong point there. Vilonia's cut it to 5. Serve back row, Miller the dig. Lee, push set, little too far. Crum with a nice athletic play to push it over. Vilonia's going to have to get it over. Plays off the roster. Nice play there from Vilonia. Off the rafters. The push set out to Hill from Lee, and that's a kill for Emma Hill. Big down ball action there. 22-16 on the kill from Hill. Jessica Keller comes into the game now.
A lot of younger players on this team get a lot of really good playing time. And that's something that is just so exciting, not only for right now getting to see the younger athletes play, but for the future. They're getting experience to be built on.
The attack there goes out of play. Our Lady Panthers score again. It's 23-16, and Jessica Keller to serve again here. 7-point Lady Panther lead. Keller with a jump serve. Back row it goes. Nice stick for Vilonia. They keep it in play. Little tip over. Hannah Miller there with a setup. Lee, backward set to McDermott. Blocked in the net. Keller, oh, they're going to say didn't make it over the net. That'll be 4 hits. Vilonia scores to make it 23-17.
Vilonia's not going away. They're doing everything they can to stay in this one, down 2 sets.
And give them credit. They've battled, as you would expect. Left-handed serve there. JoJo J the dig. Lee sets up for Crum. The attack might have hit a little too early. That one's long, and it's 23-18. Our Lady Panthers are 2 points away from a win. And one of the Leach twins to serve here for Vilonia, and she serves it out of play, it looks like. Sure enough, out of play on the miscue, 24-18, and Hannah Miller coming in to serve here with 1 point to go. She's trying to finish it, 24-18 in set number 3. Miller gets the call from the ref. She approaches the serve here. Back row it goes. Vilonia keeps it in play, a little setup. Outside hitter, tip block. Lee with a one-handed save. Newland with a quick set over. Vilonia's ready, sets it up. Outside hitter here. Attack goes back row. Miller with a setup to Lee. Push set out to Jerry. Big attack block. Miller with a nice play. Newland one-hands it over. Vilonia push set backside. Keller with a dig. Lee sets it up for Newland. Big attack. Back row, and that's how it's going to end.
She gets a little bit of
25.
redemption there from the last set that she tried to end in that same manner. This time she's going to do it right, and that's something I talked about was just the experience. Those things they're going to build, and they're going to build experience on those things and do better in the future on them, and they did exactly that. Alex Newland did exactly that just then.
25-18, the final in set number 3. Our Lady Panthers win it in 3 sets. They win it going away, telling they won the first two 25-16. They win this one 25-18. It was a huge game for our team. They played really, really well.
Yeah, there's really not much else to say. It's kind of what we expected. We expected Greenbrier to walk in here, take command. They didn't take command as early as I really thought that they would. They really let it be close during that first half of that first set, but then right after that, we talked about them cleaning up the mistakes, and once they got those mistakes cleaned up, they did really well. From there on out, the mistakes that they made were little things like just bad judgment call, thinking a ball is going to land in bounds, out of bounds, and it ends up landing in bounds, or just some bad serves. And so once Greenbrier got those mistakes cleaned up, they played an excellent game and really just sent Vilonia home packing.
Sure. We're going to hit a break, and when we come back, if we can get all our stuff worked out, we're going to try to talk to a couple of players and Coach Huff as well. If there's technical issues, then we're obviously going to have to cut it. But that's our plan, is to talk to 2 players and Coach Huff when we return. So please stay with us. We'll be right back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors.
American Safeguard Insurance. Pharmacy. Vision Roofing. The Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier. Stage 2 Dance Center.
Bleacher Bling.
And Steak and Shake.
Well, we are back here in Vilonia. We do have a couple players with us tonight. We're going to get to talk to Zoe Lee and Madison Fett. First, we got Zoe. Zoe, can you hear us?
Yes.
Cool. Well, this is your second night in a row getting to talk to us.
Yeah.
Must mean you're playing pretty well. Talk to us a little bit about tonight. Again, a rivalry against Vilonia. Y'all took care of business really well.
Yeah, I thought we actually played pretty good last night, and I'm glad we got it done in 3. It was very slow pace, which is not to our extent, but we got it done and did what we did. So.
Sure. Talk to us a little bit about Coach Huff and the mindset coming in. Was there a different game plan coming into tonight's game as opposed to when y'all played them earlier in the year?
No, we did the same thing. It's just the middle of the court was open once again, and she just told us to bring in the energy first and keep it up, and I think that's what mainly got us through it fast.
Sure. Y'all had Marley back tonight. Talk to us about her impact.
Yeah, Marley is so good. I don't even know what else to say about that.
Sure.
But
Her ability speaks for itself, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. You got Alma on Thursday. What are your thoughts going into the game?
I'm hoping to get it done in 3 like we did tonight, and because last time it was just we were sloppy and not what we wanted to happen. But I hope we get it done in 3 and go home.
Sure. Well, good luck Thursday. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
We're now going to talk to Madison Fett. This is the first time we've gotten to talk to Madison. Madison, how are you?
I'm good.
So, first off, Coach Huff has a lot of trust in you as a leader. Talk to us a little bit about that, your leadership on the team this year.
Well, it kind of looks a little different because, like, Zoe, she's a setter, so she just kind of leads the team in that way. But, like, for me, I guess back row and just kind of keeping everybody up and, like, on the bench, keeping, like, attitudes up and just having fun all the way around.
Sure. Well, that's awesome. You've done really well this year. Talk about your serving. Coach Huff has put a lot of, again, I guess responsibility for you on the back row.
Mm-hmm.
What's your mindset going into games each time, no matter who the opponent is?
Well, just always, I guess, playing my part well would be my mindset and keeping everybody up and just doing my part, I guess, well, like she asked me to.
Sure. What are your thoughts on Coach Huff?
Well, I love her. She's the best. She always pushes us to do our best, and she expects so much from us, and it pushes us well. And
Sure.
So.
Well, I can tell she really cares about you guys on and off the court. Last question for you. Thursday against Alma. What are your thoughts going into that game?
Well, just keeping our game up and not letting our attitudes get down,
Sure.
and just staying up and doing our best and not letting anything drop or anything.
Sure. Well, you played well tonight.
Thank
Congrats on the
you.
win. Good luck on Thursday.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, that was Madison Fett. If Coach Huff is around, we'll get to talk to Coach Huff here soon. That was Madison Fett and Zoe Lee. Coach Huff is nearby, so when we get the signal, whenever she's ready, we'll get her over here and we'll get to talk to you as we quickly look real quickly. If I can find it, Alma's on Thursday. Here's the schedule. We won 25-18. Won it in 3 sets tonight. They win tonight against Vilonia. Got Alma on Thursday, Mountain Home next Tuesday, and then the season finale against Greenwood. It's going to be really, really huge. We actually now have Coach Huff with us. Coach, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Congrats on the win tonight, first off.
Thank you.
Obviously, again, we've talked about this many times. No matter who the opponent is, you can't overlook them. What was the mindset coming in against Vilonia?
Yeah. After last night, I really wanted us to focus on our offense and serve receive because that's where we struggled last night, and just focusing on us and what we can do better. I think, like I said last night talking to you, I still think we have some room to grow, and so tonight we were trying to work on some things just for us, for the future here.
Sure. Well, I was talking to the girls a little bit about you and their thoughts on you, and obviously had a lot of high praises. How has Madison been? It's the first time we got to talk to her and Zoe. What are your thoughts on those girls as leadership on this team?
Yeah, those two are really special. They've kind of just in the off season last year really kind of tag teamed it, So that's been fun. Sometimes a good cop, bad cop thing. I won't tell you which one's which, but they're just a fun group. All the seniors, and they're silly, they're funny, and they're good leaders, and they're competitors. So it's been a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Well, we can tell that you have a lot of fun with them, and we can tell you care about them on and off the court as well. You got Alma on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Similar opponent to Vilonia in a lot of ways. It's at home. That's good. Y'all been able to take care of home court. Talk to us about that game coming up on Thursday.
Yeah, well, when we went to Alma, I think we got a little bit comfortable maybe. You know, we lost the first set pretty badly actually and came back and won the next 3. But I'd like to see us come out like we did tonight, come out on fire with our offense and be able to take care of business pretty quickly.
Sure. Last question for you. I think I've mentioned this before in broadcast as well. Postseason's coming up.
Yeah.
Any new point of emphasis perhaps for getting ready for postseason?
Yeah, today I told him that our emphasis today was offensive termination. So I just want to, you know, not get stuck in the long rallies and somebody to step up and just put the ball away. So, yeah, and I still think that's our focus going into postseason here in the next 3 games as well.
Sure. Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time.
Yeah.
Congrats on the win. Good luck on Thursday.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that was Coach Huff. We also got to talk to Madison Fett and Zoe Lee. We're about ready to wrap up the broadcast. Just a quick look ahead at the schedule. Thursday night again against Alma on the road at Mountain Home on Tuesday of next week, and then the season finale against Greenwood. A quick look at the standings. Our Lady Panthers improved to 10-1 overall. Vilonia drops to 1-10, and it's been an exciting night. So for my partner, Talon Newton, I'm JB Brazil.
I wanted to mention again,
Sure.
Our 9th grade junior high girls play tomorrow night at the Panther Pavilion. They start state tournament. They went, I believe, the legend, Carl Spears, said it was they went 13-1 this season, their first in their conference. So go out and support them at the Panther Pavilion tomorrow night.
Well, that's a wrap for us. For my partner, Talon Newton, I'm JB Brazil saying so long from Vilonia, where tonight our Lady Panthers took care of business and beat the Eagles 3-0. We hope you guys will join us on Thursday. Have a great night.